Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Story Time with Mrs. Vannekamp. We'll again just pretend like we're in the library and you're sitting on my rug and I'm reading to you. Today I have a book to read to you. It's called The Quiet Place. And I hope you have a quiet place. I know I do. And a quiet place is a good place to have. We all enjoy being together, but sometimes we need our own little space, whether we're going to read or rest or think or just be by ourselves for a little while. So this is about a little girl's quiet place. And this is by Sarah Stewart. And it's illustrated by David Small, one of my favorite illustrators. This is an AR. It's a level 3.5. So if you're in kindergarten or first or second grade, you might need your parents' help when you're reading some of the words on the quiz. But let's all listen and I'll tell you the quiz number at the end of the book. The Quiet Place. And this book, by the way, is written in letter form. It's some letters that a little girl wrote to her aunt. The little girl moved from Mexico to the United States, and she was very lonesome. She missed her aunt and she missed her home. And so while she was adjusting to her new life, she wrote letters to her aunt. And this book consists of those letters. It was written back in the 1950s, but coincidentally, the first letter starts on April 5th, which is just a few days away for us. So it's about this same time of year. So her first letter is April 5th, 1957. Dear Auntie Lupita, here is my first letter in English. I am going to practice my new language by writing to you. Thank you for your letter in Spanish. It was so easy to read. I remember most of the English words you taught me, but there are many more to learn. The first day as we crossed the border, the guard said, "Your smile is my antidote to a bad morning." I said, "Muchas gracias, thank you." Then I asked Chavo, my brother, about antidote. He knew, of course. It means a cure. I am already missing you. Write back soon. Isabel. April 9th. Dear Auntie Lupita, I forgot to tell you something. I heard Spanish being spoken in a cafe where we stopped on the second day of our long drive north. Then the best part was after lunch, when we drove through many, many, many blue flowers. The very next day, the sky became that same blue. Chavo said, we left a sea of blue at our feet and entered an ocean of blue over our heads. I want to talk like that. Missing you, Isabel. P.S. I am using my best words, and Chavo's dictionary helps with the new ones. April 14th. Dear Auntie Lupita, we have only been in our new home for 10 days, but most of the boxes are unpacked. I like having our old things around me again. Snow came down all night and made my whole world new. This morning, everything was white. I ran outside and made a snow angel. Do you remember the one we saw in the book at the library last year? Mother says it is a funny time of year for snow, and it will all melt by tomorrow. Where will the snow angel go? Missing you, Isabel. April 27th. I am sorry not to have written sooner. I started school 2 days after the snowstorm. My teacher is smart like you. I think she loves teaching like you too. She does not speak Spanish, but she smiles at me. I am still too shy to make friends. But I have started something, a quiet place for me and my books. Father bought a big refrigerator for us and gave me the box. Now I am writing from inside the box. Chavo cut a door in it for me. He is the best big brother a girl could have. Missing you, Isabel. Dear Auntie Lupita, writing these letters is still hard work, but Chavo says it's good work. The spots on this letter are from my tears. A big storm blew across Lake Michigan yesterday. I had left my box outside and the rain ruined it. So many new things are in my life, not just new words, but new people and new places. I loved how safe I felt in that box. Mother is letting me write this letter under the kitchen table. It isn't the same. Missing you, Isabel. May 18th. Dear Auntie Lupita, I am sorry if I made you sad with my last letter. This will be a happy one. Mother has started cooking for birthday parties, just like she did in Mexico. She took me with her today. The mother of the birthday girl came into the kitchen and offered me a party favor. I asked for the biggest birthday box instead. We have brought it home, and Father and Chavo are helping me make a new quiet place. Missing you, Isabel. Dear Auntie Lupita, on June 2nd, speaking Spanish at home feels safe, but speaking English in class still feels scary. Chavo says that 2 languages are better than 1. He is going to take a course at the college this summer. My classes are almost over. Mother and I are baking cakes for parties. I am getting good at beating egg whites and chopping nuts. Are you ready for a new word from me? Mother says that I am trustworthy. I have helped at the last 2 parties. There have been no big boxes. Maybe my next letter will bring good news. Missing you, Isabel. June 16th. Dear Auntie Lupita, I do have good news. No new words, but a new box, and it's a big one. Yesterday, the birthday girl was given a giant plastic pool. The box she opened was big, but not nearly as big as a pool after it was filled with air. She invited me to come out of the kitchen and splash around with everyone else. I just watched because I was wearing my dress. Then Mother helped me carry the box to our car, and I smiled all the way home. Missing you, Isabel. July 7th. Dear Auntie Lupita, I am writing this letter from inside my quiet place. July 4th was very noisy, but the pretty fireworks were like big flowers over the lake. It was just like being back home with you. At a party last week, a girl my age was given a dollhouse and many pieces of furniture for it. Everything came in a box that is now a part of my quiet place. There are many rooms. Today, Chavo said, the colors in your house make me want to dance. Missing you, Isabel. August 1. Dear Auntie Lupita, we will mail photos of my quiet place very soon. Chavo is reading the newspaper to Father while I am working on this letter. Father says that the English words are easy to understand when people talk at work, but reading is harder for him. When I get your letter every week, the Spanish words are like friends. I am learning to speak better every day, but I am getting nervous about school starting again next month. Writing to you is easier than speaking to all the new people in my life. That is because I know you love me. Missing you, Isabel. August 4th. Dear Auntie Lupita, something big happened yesterday for the first time. There was a birthday party in our neighborhood. When it was over, everyone clapped for us. The mother of the birthday girl said that we had made the best party ever because of the amazing cake. I also sang our birthday song from Mexico in Spanish. But there is more. Before we left, Mother invited all of the families to our house for my birthday. I asked them to bring me their favorite words as gifts. Missing you, Isabel. Okay, this is going to be kind of hard to show you. This is Isabel's quiet place. It's more like a whole house than it is a place. She has lots of boxes and she's decorated them very beautifully. So take a look. Beautiful, isn't it? Now it's time to go back to school. And that is the end of the story. Isabel made a whole house out of boxes, and then she decorated them with paint and construction paper and markers and whatever else she could find to make it a special place for her. And she even ended up having her own birthday party there and sharing it with her friends. But usually it was just her own quiet place. So I hope you have a quiet place. I know when I was a little girl, my sister and brother and I used to make a quiet place with a card table and some sheets draped over it. And we would put pillows and blankets inside, and that was kind of our quiet place. So whatever you have at home to make yourself comfortable, I hope that's what you're doing and having your own private place like in this book. So I told you I would tell you the quiz number when it was over. The quiz number is 154031. And a couple of things I'd like to mention about this book is, first of all, since you've got a lot of time on your hands now, a really good thing to do is to write. And so this little girl did that. She was stressed from making a move and she wrote to her aunt. So whether you're writing a letter or you're writing your own journal or your diary, that's a really good thing to do to just express your feelings and what you're thinking about and what you're feeling at that time. So that's an idea, like in this book, it's to write about your experiences in life right now. And then we've already talked about finding or making your own quiet place. I hope you will do that as well. And take the quiz on this book. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you at our next story time. Bye. Have a great day.